Okay, first let's talk about this term pitch class. Now this is kind of a weird term, but it helps us to understand how pitches work together. And this is really your first kind of big music theory concept. So what it means is we have two different terms here. We have pitch, and then we have pitch class. What we did in the last video was look at the different pitches, right? The different pitches are, the different notes that we use here. These are all individual pitches. But if I do this, this is a single pitch class. These three notes belong to one pitch class. The reason is they're all A. This is a pitch we would call A. We would call this one A, and we would call this one A. So these belong to the pitch class of A. So no matter how low of notes you're playing or how high of notes you're playing, there are only 7 pitch classes. There's the class A, and the pitch class A includes all possible notes that we would call A. There's a pitch class G, which includes all possible notes that we would call G, right? And so on. These are individual pitches, and this is a single pitch class. So why do we care about pitch classes? That's kind of a weird concept, but it helps us differentiate between pitches that have the same name. So what if I did, let's just do another example here. Okay, how many different pitches do I see in these 4 notes? How many different pitches do I have? I have 4 different pitches. I have F, B, E, and F. How many different pitch classes do I have? 3. Because I have F, B, and E. I already have F. Those belong to the same pitch class, so they only so the different pitch classes, there are only 3. Because F and F are the same pitch class. B is a separate pitch class. I only have one B, but it's its own pitch class in this case, and E is the same. So only 3 pitch classes there. Let's do one more to see if that makes sense. Let's do okay. So I have 8 notes now, getting a little more complicated. So how many different pitches do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 different pitches. Every one of these dots is going to be its own pitch. So when I say how many pitches do we have, you can just count the dots. There's nothing more tricky to it than that. How many different pitch classes do I have? So we have an A, that's 1. We have an F, that's 2. We have another A, so that's not a new one, because those are both A, so we still only have 2. We have another A, so we still only have 2. Now we have a G. We haven't had a G yet, so that's 3. So our pitch classes so far are A, F, and G. These are repeats of the same pitch class. We have another F, so we still only have 3. We have another A, so that's not a new one. And we have another F, so that's not a new one. So we only have 3 different pitch classes here, but we have 8 pitches. So the pitch class is anything that gets the same name. Now, hopefully, this will make a little bit more sense when we get into the next video where we're going to talk about this thing called octaves. So let's jump over to that and talk about octaves.